Hi there, you guys all doing?
Good.
Awesome. So I want to start off this talk by just asking you guys two questions. How many of you guys here have so many leads coming through your organic SEO that you just can't handle it right now? Raise up your hands. Don't be shy, raise up your hands. Nobody? Okay, let's go to another question. How many of you guys wish you had more leads coming through your SEO organically so you don't have to pay for them and they convert a lot higher? Raise up your hands. Okay, awesome. Okay, this talk is gonna be good for you guys because I'm gonna be covering the top secrets for SEO in 2018. It's kind of changed, so hopefully I can teach everybody here something new and they can implement it into their own strategy and get amazing results after this talk. Sounds good?
Yes.
Awesome.
Woo!
You guys gotta talk. Come on, give me something. Okay, so just a little bit about myself. I'm the digital marketing and SEO manager at Crowdlinker. Crowdlinker is a digital product studio. We work with some of the top startups in Canada, including Top Hat, League, Mercatus, Overbond, and even some of the top enterprises in all the world. Dx3 Media, the Caillou app, we're the ones who built that. Nestle just launched a product through us. And what differentiates us from other digital product studios, web development, web design agencies, is that we can help you guys from all the way from ideation. So if you guys don't have a project scope, we can help you define that. We can help you with designing it. We can help you with developing it. And we can even help you with digital marketing, which is where I come in. A little bit about myself. So as I said, I'm the digital marketing and SEO specialist at Crowdlinker. I've been there for about a year. Before that, I was one of the top selling instructors on Udemy. How many of you guys know Udemy? Raise up your hands. Awesome. If you guys don't know Udemy, you guys should definitely go on it. It's an amazing platform to learn. I was one of the top selling instructors on there for my SEO course, my first SEO course. Now I'm proud to say that I have two, and I have a third one on the way, which is going to be a home run as well, hopefully. That's me, by the way. So before I jump into my talk, I wanted to kind of sell myself to you guys a little bit and what we're actually doing here. I want to show you guys some results that we've recently gotten. The entire point of this is that it's SEO secrets for 2018, not for 2017 or 2016. People who have knowledge with SEO know that SEO changes a lot. 6 months, a year, it changes a lot. So I want to show you guys elements which are working in 2018 and beyond. And for me to even hold up the mic and for you guys to listen to me, I had to demonstrate some results. So I just want to share some results with you guys. If you guys can see on the top one right there, that's a company that was having almost no organic traffic, and they came to us and we implemented our secret sauce, 3 secrets that I'm going to be actually sharing with you guys. And their organic SEO jumped from almost nothing upwards to almost 4K, 2 months. For other companies, we have driven upwards of, increased their organic traffic from 80%, upwards of 80%. This is not SEO, it's AdWords, so PPC, pay-per-click. I don't know a lot of you guys know this, but PPC and SEO are very intertwined. So if you improve your SEO, your ad spend actually goes down and your results actually go up. So if you guys can see it right here, it was below 100, and within 5 months of working with us, their ad spend jumped, their return on ad spend jumped almost up to 300%. They were never making money. For about a year, they were spending on AdWords. How many of you guys can relate? Who spends money on AdWords and doesn't see any returns? All you guys are rock stars. Okay, well you can. Well, after my talk, it will be even better, I guess. And this was an actual quote recently that we got. We're getting too many leads, so we had to modify our own digital marketing system to accommodate this company because they were getting way too many leads, and it was harassing their salespeople because they didn't follow up, and the leads were getting stale, blah blah blah. So that's an actual quote that we got. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to structure this talk by breaking it down to 3 different elements. I wanted to firstly talk about what was working or what's currently working. And then I wanted to jump into our secrets, what's going to be working from 2018 and beyond. And then if we have some time at the end, I want to answer a few questions. I want to structure the speech in this way because I don't know who the crowd, I don't know who the audience of the speech actually is. I don't know if you guys are all SEO experts, been doing SEO for like 10, 20 years and you guys are ready to go for the new stuff, or if you're complete novices, you came here because you saw the secrets and you're like, hey, I want to know what's new. So I want to bring everyone up to speed. So all the SEO experts in the rooms, please just bear with me. It's going to be a little bit slow in the beginning, but hopefully by the end of it, everyone's going to have something to take away. So that's how I want to structure my speech. Is that okay with you guys? Awesome. Let's go. So old Google. When I say Google, I actually mean search engines in general. Just everybody associates search engines with Google, so I'm just going to use Google. I hope you guys don't mind, but when I'm saying Google, I mean the entire search engine landscape. So old Google. I don't know if you guys know this, but Google was not the first search engine. Google was not the first search engine. So before Google came into existence, search engines actually used to only base their indexing process and their ranking process based on keywords. So for example, if you were to search the keyword dog before Google came into existence, and you were to go into one of those earlier search engines and you search dog, the only web pages that would come up are the ones with the keyword dog in it. If you searched dog and your web page was optimized for canines, it would never show up. Even though those two things mean the exact same thing, it would just never show up because that's where technology was at that point in time. This was really a poor way to do things because that's how pages got indexed, but how they got ranked was the more times I used the word dog on my web page, the higher my ranking would get. So it was kind of not the best. This was phase 1 of search engines. Phase 2 of search engines. This is when Google came into existence. Anybody know what year Google came into existence? Any guesses? 1998. 1998 is when Google came into existence. So what Google did was pretty profound. They were the first one to introduce backlinks. How many of you guys know what backlinks are? Raise your hands. Okay, I should probably talk about backlinks, right? Okay, so backlinks are basically so there's two companies, right? So company ABC and company XYZ. So if company ABC gives company XYZ a backlink on their website, so they put their URL onto their website, that is considered a backlink. And what a backlink basically in layman's terms is, it's a vote of confidence. You are telling search engines that, hey, I trust this company that I'm putting the URL of on my site. So it's a vote of confidence, and it basically helps you rank higher in search engines. This was phase number 2. Once again, you guys can probably imagine this is easily manipulable. So like there's ways around it. I can launch 1,000 websites by myself and give my money site a backlink, and that would obviously get higher rankings. It's manipulable. And this was the case up until probably 2012. So phase number 2, more backlinks, higher rankings. Phase number 3, this was up until 2012 with the Panda algorithm. So what happened there was Google introduced relevance. Relevance of the backlinks themselves. They still counted backlinks, but the relevance of the backlinks counted more. I'm gonna give you guys an example, okay? So I'm here from Chicago. I'm not actually from Chicago, I'm from Toronto, but I just came here from Chicago and I have a dog. So I go to work and I ask my 2 colleagues, Alex and Brittany. Okay, so I ask Alex and Brittany, hey, do you know anywhere I can go to get my dog groomed? Someone to cut my dog's hair. Now, Alex has no dogs. He's never owned a dog in his life. And Brittany owns 10 dogs. And they both give me a recommendation for different stores. Who am I gonna trust? Brittany. Who says Brittany? Obviously Brittany, right? But search engines before 2012 weren't smart enough to make this differentiation. They are now. This is phase number 3. So that was the next big phase change in search engines. So the relevance of the backlink. So with this, I want to give you guys another question. So now I quit my job I'm from Chicago. There's no good dog places. I discovered an opportunity. I want to launch my own dog grooming business, okay? So Ali's dog grooming business. Now I have a website. Would it be more profitable for me to get a backlink from a small blogger in my town with 10,000 pages about dog grooming? Or would it be more profitable for me to get a backlink from Nike.com, the shoe company? What do you guys think? Pardon? The blog. Even though Nike has more authority, it doesn't matter because they are unrelated to my business. So the backlink from the blog counts as a higher quality backlink for my website, and it would help my search engine traffic go up. Okay? This was phase number 3. Now we're in phase number 4. And this is what I'm gonna teach you guys today. It's gonna change again, but this is what it is right now. So new Google. New Google is more than just keywords and backlinks. It's about on-page factors. So when the visitor actually comes on your website, what kind of experience do you provide them, right? And we've assessed many of them, but we've concluded that there's 3 really, really, really important ones, right? Do you guys want to know what they are? These are secrets, guys. If you guys don't want to know, I can just leave. Do you guys want to know them?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. The top 3 secrets are user engagement, scroll rate, and time on site. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quickly give an outline, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump into a demo that I've created especially for this event and this event only, okay? So with engagement, user engagement, what that basically summarizes into is that when visitors come to your website, so they click through to your webpage on search engines, how engaged are they? Are they clicking around on related material? Are they inputting information into your website? For example, email addresses or whatever boxes you have an opportunity for them to contribute to the website. Scroll rate is how far down do people actually scroll on your website, right? So when they land on your page, are they just staying on the same, they're not scrolling down at all, or are they scrolling all the way to the bottom? If they scroll all the way to the bottom, you get an SEO boost. Lastly, it's time on site. A lot of you guys have heard of bounce rate, but time on site is equally or if not more important. Ideally what you want is when people come to your website, you want them to stay on your website for more than 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now, I don't want to just leave you guys with those 3 tips and then walk off and you guys are all confused. What I want to actually do was, I wanted you guys to be in my head. So when I'm creating a web page, I want you guys to see how I actually would go about this process. Does that sound interesting to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Ali, sorry to interrupt. There's 10 minutes left.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So before I do that, I just wanted to tell you guys, do not ignore the high-level SEO factors. Don't just walk out of this talk and be like, hey, I'm applying these tips that Ali gave me, but nothing's working. Don't forget the other high-level stuff, right? Your URLs, when you guys create them, they still need to be optimized. So I wanted to create a page that was reflective of what we did. So for example, if Crowdlinker came to me and they were like, hey, Ali, can you create a page for us? We're a web development company. Can you come please create a page for us? This is how I would go about it, right? My URL will be optimized for crowdlinker.com/services/web development. I would have a title tag in place which has the keyword web development company, and then the meta description. Meta descriptions don't really count for search engine rankings, but they do influence click-through rates. So it's good to have your keywords in there. It's good to have related terms in there. So don't ignore the high-level stuff, but you know, it's still very, very important that you do it. So through my talk, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually try to blend in what's working right now and what's going to work in the future, so you guys leave with a very coherent picture of search engines. So elements. I would firstly begin this entire process by coming up with an H1. This would be an H1 right here, web development. Right? This is very important to communicate to search engines what your page is about. So have that in place. This is not so much to keep people on the site longer. It's not for them to scroll down. It's not for them to engage with, but it's for SEO purposes, okay? So still have the H1 in place. Another little tip, not related to our 3 secrets, but it always helps to have an H1 snippet, right? An H1 snippet reinforces the H1, so it would have the relevant term within the first sentence of it, and then it has related terms, so hire web developers. What else is there? Yeah, hire web developers, web development. It has relevant terms to reinforce the H1. We get into one of our 3 secrets, okay? What are these right here? Our work and contact us. What is that? Can you say it louder? Call to action, CTAs, right? Ideally, you want to give people 2 CTAs. It gives them twice the chance of them actually clicking through and finding what they want. A lot of people just have 1 CTA, which is like view, book a demo, or contact us. I like to give them 2, 1 educational and 1 conversion based. So we have our work and contact us. So if they contact us, happy days, we get them to convert, we get their information, and they move on, we got what we wanted. If they don't though, I still want them to stay on my page and at least give me SEO benefits, right? They're there for a reason. So let's get something out of them. So our work. So what would happen if you click this? You're killing all 3 birds. So what happens is you click this, engagement. It will scroll down. It will slow scroll down to our works page, and it would keep them on the site longer because now they have another section to engage with. They have another section to view. Videos. How many of you guys have videos on your website? Awesome. Videos are awesome because what happens is that videos are good for conversion, they're good for building trust, but they're also really great for keeping people on the site. Because what happens with just text-based web pages is that I can consume all the information in like 2 seconds. I can scan through it and I can bounce. With videos, if you have a 1.5-minute video, that means they're going to be on your site for 1.5 minutes and you've done your goal for keeping them on the site longer, and plus they engage with your page because they have to click on the video to play it. Other elements that you can put in your page to increase engagement are, clickable elements. So if you have benefits, just post them up, little sentences, and make them clickable so they go to another page or they go to another section on your page and it adds more information. Once again, we have more CTAs. Take a quiz and let's talk. Let's talk, once again, is a conversion CTA, and then we have the take quiz, which will scroll you down to our take quiz, and it keeps you on the site longer, engagement, and you get a chance to time on site, engagement, and scroll. So it scrolls you down to the quiz page. Time check. Sorry guys, I want to squeeze everything in. I want to add so much value. You guys never forget this talk in your life, okay? So our work. As you can imagine, the first CTA was our work and contact us, right? So if you clicked our work, it would scroll you down to this page right here. You can click through the case studies, more engagement, more time on site. So maybe you see a company that you recognize and we work with them. So you would click through, you would go to their page, more time on site, more engagement, not so much scroll, but it kills 2 birds at least. Next we have more case studies. So I entice them to give me their email. It increases engagement. So why not put up a value? So why not give them some value and collect their email as well? So if you want more case studies, give me your email and we'll send you more over. Engagement and time on site, because they're gonna have to type it in, right? Anything to get them to stay on the site a little bit longer. The fun quiz. This is just something I dreamt up, but you guys can have whatever engaging material on there. So take this quiz, you can qualify them through it. They have to answer questions, so they're typing stuff into the page, which once again takes time, you're engaging. And then once again, if you want to get the results, give me your email. You guys see what's happening, right? I want you to stay on the page and I want you to click stuff. That is the most important thing. Like, if you can achieve that in any way, shape, or form, happy days. Lastly, we have content. So you need to have a lot of content on your website. The average page on the average web page that is on the first page of search engine rankings is around 1,800 words. But if you put a lot of text, it looks kind of ugly. So it helps to have drop downs. So Toronto Web Development Company. If you want to read more and ask a question, are you looking to hire are you looking to hire a Toronto Web Development Company? It drops down and there's a whole bunch of text which describes the problem. They have to read it, they click it, time spent on site, and engagement, once again. So just to summarize, guys, my 3 SEO secrets for 2018 were engagement. So when people come on your website through search engines, are they clicking around? Are they finding the material that they need? Are they inputting information into your web page? The second tip was get them to spend more time on your page. Videos help, engaging content helps, answering people's questions helps. And lastly, get them to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Have a logical flow. Really think about when you're developing your content, that what is the next question that people are gonna ask after reading this? And if you can provide that and they scroll all the way to the bottom, it's good. That's what you wanna achieve. If you guys wanna continue this conversation, we have a booth, 710, right down there. There's balloons right there if you guys can see. Turn your heads, guys, I want you to see it. Right down there. Come and talk to us. We're giving out free SEO audits, so if you guys want me to have a look at your websites, I'll do that on the spot and we can maybe work something out, so come visit us. But as far as we're concerned for today, thank you for giving me your time. Thank you Dx3 for putting this conference together. Thank you to all the exhibitors and the sponsors, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Woo! Ali, that was amazing, man. Good job. Thank you, very helpful. We do have time for a couple questions. If anybody can think of anything off the top of their head, I have a microphone. I'll come to you. Oh, there's one in front. That's Catherine. Here's Catherine, everybody.
Thanks. Yes, I'm Catherine. Thank you. So you mentioned a lot about. You mentioned a lot about scrolling, and I understand for a lot of the modern websites that are scrolling, parallax scrolling based. What if you're working with a more corporate enterprise site that is still very page-based? It's still a lot of sub-pages that you have to click through. There's not a lot of scrolling features.
Okay, parallax is terrible. Google doesn't index anything after a certain point, so if you have a parallaxing site, a lot of your content which is below the parallaxing limit, it doesn't usually get indexed. So ditch the whole parallaxing thing, just have different web pages. It helps with SEO. In terms of your question, I would try to beef up content. I would put more engaging material on your page. Content is the best way to go, and have it accordion, make it drop down. Just think of what else could I possibly add to this web page which would help my clients, and how can I add in, if you're thinking about more from an SEO perspective, how can I add more relevant terms? How can I add the terms that I want to optimize for in a different way? So web developer, web development, web development company, they're all basically the same thing, but you still need to have them on your website. And content is a great way of doing it. And also localization. So if you localize in a certain area, have information about that location within your copy itself. Just be like, hey, we're in Toronto, right next with a clear view of the CN Tower, blah 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 blah. So add in relevant locations, and add in go to Wikipedia, search Toronto, and paraphrase the first paragraph into your own content, and it helps with localization. It's called hyper localized content. It's pretty new. It wasn't one of my top 3 secrets. It might be next year though. Okay? Anybody else?
Yeah, we have 1 minute. There's a last question in front. I'm coming.
What if you're selling worldwide? Would adding some kind of location descriptions help then, or do you have a different set of recommendations for that?
Okay, so with worldwide, it's a little bit different because, okay, so there's 3 levels to optimizations. There's local, there's national, and there's international. International is obviously the most difficult because there's more competition for it. What I would try to do is, localization is pretty hard at that point, so there's no point of adding local content unless you have specific areas which you want to rank for more than others. So maybe you have a higher profit margin in Calgary than you do in New Brunswick. You would try to optimize it for Calgary more than New Brunswick. But in terms of your situation, I would basically just try to write more content and make my webpage way better than anybody else who ranks. A fantastic tip for you guys is, whenever you're trying to localize for a keyword, type it into Google and see the top 10 results, see what they're doing right, and see what you can add into your own web pages. This is how I do it. I don't ever try to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already been created. Whatever elements are already working, I'm not gonna try to change anything. I'm just gonna try to incorporate it better into my own website, and I'm gonna take the best of whatever whatever the 10 pages are telling me. And I'm gonna try to add more content, more engaging content, keep people on the site longer, answer all their questions, and hopefully they scroll all the way to the bottom and they engage with my page. And it will help in my rankings.
Perfect. Everybody, another round of applause, please, for Crowdlinker. Thanks, Ali. Great job. All right, we're just waiting for our next speaker to check in, but we should be keeping this party rolling.